What's up, Qui-Gons? Trevin here. After our last Sith raid, some of you asked for a video in P1 with JTR. We did over 10 million on that run, but we didn't have a video, so I would throw a video out there. Apologize for the background music. First time doing the voice after recording the video, but I'm not that good at playing and speaking at the same time. We've talked about that before. Can barely walk and chew gum. Certainly can't make jambalaya and drink bourbon all day. So we thought we'd do it afterwards. Thought it would mute the music, it didn't. I'll try to correct that next time. I will do my best to narrate this as we go along. Before we get into specifics, just as a general idea, I use the specials every single chance I get. When it comes to Resistance Trooper, don't use his special unless the enemy has a debuff. His cooldown gets eliminated when they have a debuff. If they don't, he's going to be sitting on a 2-turn cooldown. Right there I was pausing to think of who I wanted to dodge the AoE. We went with Jedi Ray. I'm sorry, we went with Scavenger Ray. No Jedis have a stick. You see, it helps her out with a little bit of health. Early on, that doesn't matter too much. Later on, that can matter a lot. So you have 2 foresight options. You've got whoever JTR calls on an assist is going to get foresight, as well as whoever BB-8 chooses for smokescreen is going to get foresight. In addition, Scav Ray can give herself foresight. She's got a decent chance of that, and BB-8 can give himself foresight as well. For the most part, on JTR's assist, we're going to call BB-8s on there. Boom goes the dynamite. Love seeing Ray's big attack lineup with Nihilus almost being full turn meter, because she's going to get 15 to 20% turn meter on that, so if he's almost full, he doesn't get that bonus. Doesn't matter who we used on there. I have no idea why I used Resistance Trooper, but the reason it doesn't matter is because it was AoE up and they've all got plenty of health. Doesn't really matter in Resistance Trooper. One of the things that's hard to time with these guys is they go so much, it can be a problem. They're trying to line it up. Don't worry about Nihilus getting buffs. I see a lot of people talk about that. That's not a big deal. You have 2 characters that can remove the buffs. As long as you're only using Resistance Trooper's basic only using the special when Nihilus has a debuff, it's always going to be up, and he goes all the time, so he can remove those debuffs very quickly. As well, Ray has Mind Tricks. I literally waved my hand in the air as I said that. She has Mind Tricks that can remove those debuffs as well and apply speed down. Boom. There goes the dynamite. We got the 4 attack off. Again, wow, this turn meter's almost full. In general, we're going to try to call BB-8 whenever we can on the assist on there, unless we need someone else to have foresight or get some health, just because he's going to call someone back. In general, we're going to use BB-8 on smokescreen. We used Ray there that time. Not sure why, who cares. But because he's got the 80% counter chance if he does get hit, at which point then he'll call another resistance ally, so it's just extra damage. And of course, we're going to use Illuminated Destiny every single chance we get. There are times later in the battle you might think about waiting a turn or two, but for the most part, pop it off every chance you get, which is why we spam the specials whenever we can. There we use the shield buff because we're not sure if Nihilus is going to... Nope, he did not annihilate. Didn't really feel like starting this one over, so we use that shield buff and played it safe. But he's going to get to go again before JTR does, so it didn't hurt us. It just cost us some damage from her using the turn. Don't worry about using the Illuminated Destiny when they have the shield buff. It will not cause them to gain turn meter. JTR is the best person to have it. She's the best at gaining her health back. So she calls BB-8, and Bro 8 calls her back for the health gain. That's how you be a bro. Try to land the debuff. We don't have a debuff yet. That's going to debuff. No debuff, so we don't want to use resistance. There's a debuff. If that sticks, we don't want. Then we can use Resistance Trooper special. Then there's our health debuff. There we go. Boom, special away. Again, without debuffs, you want to use his basic there. Don't worry about calling BB-8 if he gets defense down on there, because when Ray calls him, he's going to... she cleanses all of her allies. Honestly, don't worry about defense down too much at all with these guys. See, he stole buffs, resistance trooper there, boom, buff's gone. The only one you're ever really gonna have to worry about that's gonna do an attack with defense down a basic would be Rey, if she grabs it after she calls someone, because she does her basic that way. But for the most part, you can just spam the specialist, you're never gonna have to worry about that. You see Scav Rey may have, I couldn't see if she had it there previously. Again, don't worry about it. You're hardly ever gonna be doing a basic attack with these guys, so. Alright, so now we've got the question, he's got the AoE up, the Annihilate's only on 1 turn cooldown, so will he AoE and then Annihilate? That's me. Do your thing. Leave in the hand. Oh no, you're not keeping those buffs. Alright, sucks burning the, not using the 3 attack there, but sucks we're starting over. Does he Annihilate? Nope. Alright, so now the goal is let's get him to go before Scav Rey takes turn. See ya, speed up. R2 a little alert. Use that, which was a little risky on there, just because I put his turn meter below hers. But with Illuminated Destiny up, we're gonna get 5% per hit. Now I do have the Zeta on BB-8. So if he dodges, that means that R2 gains back his health and protection. So good. Do we do it again? Do we do it? No, we're not doing that. Probably could have done it again, but. Alright, so now we need to get rid of some health. There's a little bit. She's still not going to survive an AoE though. That's really what we're looking for. But I think Robro 8 is going to help her out here in just a sec. Does he call our girl for boom? Calls her girl, boom. She's right back in the green. So Rey's not a terrible one on there. Basically, R2 is the worst one to have the shield buff, but you can see he has it. It's real tough for R2 to recover. His damage isn't the best to get the health steal back. Needs a lot of dodges from BB-8 to get that back on there. And then you've got another AoE coming up that you gotta get back in the green for, or above 30%, whatever the percentage is. See, it's basically simple. Just spam your specials. Call BB-8 on assist the vast majority of the time. Got an AoE. What do we want to dodge? We chose R2. Doesn't matter. So we're going to eliminate Destiny. So we could have at that point, we could have held off on eliminated Destiny, but everyone had pretty good health, so R2 dodged it anyway, so oh no, he's got all these buffs, and there's our resistance, bro. Remember, if he doesn't have red, don't use that special. It kind of sucks getting caught for 2 turns without him having a special. It's better than just not use it for 1 turn. And then especially if he does get buffs, and Rey doesn't have mind tricks up, then he's sitting there with speed up for a little bit. You can hold off on the triple unless he's full turn meter if you really want to. For the most part, I don't. Unless for some reason I don't want him to go. I'll just take the damage. Green and mind tricks is up. Now we could have looked at Resistance Trooper's turn meter there, and we could have chosen to not use mind tricks since he didn't get the full turn meter removal on it since he had so little turn meter. But again, for the most part, I err on the side of just spamming specials. Get Illuminated Destiny going more. See, Rey used the buff again. So he's got Annihilate up. We're hoping that he does his AoE and then he annihilates, so he doesn't cool down Annihilate anymore. But we don't think that's probably very likely. Or he annihilates then does his AoE, because then Rey wouldn't have to worry about the AoE next time. But again, the fun thing about Nihilus there, not a bro. Nope, not even a little bit. So we need to get Rey back some health because he has his AoE up, which means we need to have her in the healthy yellow. What's up, Pyro? This one risk. We didn't have to do that, but I think we called her here for some more health. Yep. And then she's gonna go. Well, now she can survive the AoE, and she still has foresight anyway, so I'm gonna go there. A non-crit from Ray. That's embarrassing. He broke my heart. And you can see now she's back in the green anyway, so the foresight never mattered. She never got off the AoE because we got eliminated Destiny. She got her triple off, back in the green. Perfecto. He's got the buffs. There goes Resistance Trooper. Such a bro. If you're not using Resistance Trooper with your JTR, you should be. I didn't before I got up tier 12, got the multi-tool. I didn't have enough luck with the 5% health steal. I know some of you are, and kudos to you. I was using turrets. With turret, I think I was getting like 7 million damage with turret, but that was before the exposed nerf on there. So kind of a fun story. I was going back through some old screenshots on there, and I was like, hey, we were racking up huge numbers in phase 1 with JTR back in the day. Like, I've got some 11, 12 million screenshots, like, getting like, you know, I'm seeing 6, 8 million, 10 million now, making it, you know, what happened? I literally just forgot that there was exposed nerf until now. So I was like, even this 10 million run isn't, man, I was doing 12 million before. Forgot about the exposed nerf. Alright, so in rage there, I screwed this up. This is the part I screwed up and I cost myself some damage. I didn't think he would enrage until the following turn. He did. I should have used the shield buff on Resistance Trooper on there. There's not much you can do about the AoE except for stack as much foresight as you possibly can. I've lost my 2 shield buff people. That's not good because he could have survived a little bit longer. But had I used the shield buff on Resistance Trooper, he would have survived on there. Could have definitely got, you know, a little bit more damage out of there. And we gave him protection there at the end. But let's see our final score. 10.4 million. We will take it. I hope that helps. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.